I'm no stranger to waking up in the middle of the night. My alarm has been set at 2:30 a.m. for years. I never know what each day will hold or what kind of adventures I will face. But when I found out I was pregnant, I realized this was a new type of challenge and an adventure unlike any morning show live shot. The first thing I learned, everyone loves a pregnant woman and everyone wants to help. My friends gave me hand-me-downs. Car seats that are almost brand new. This thing, which I think has something to do with breastfeeding. A monkey backpack with a leash so you don't lose your kid. My coworkers were more than willing to offer up their thoughts on pregnancy and parenthood.
A woman's body is a chem lab while she is going through pregnancy. And that messes with your brain.
There's a lot of poop talk. You're going to get used to that between 2 and 3. Nothing is private.
And advice for my husband.
On the day that you do go into labor and you're ready to have that beautiful baby, Troy, don't say a word unless the word is yes, I love you, dear, and honey, you are right. Because if he says anything else, you're dead.
Decisions had to be made, and I needed professional help. Dr. Erdman at GBMC was able to give some clearer answers to my questions, like, what is prenatal testing, and do I need it?
Prenatal testing is a large term that's used to describe the options that are available for testing for chromosomal abnormalities in the developing fetus.
A blood test and an ultrasound can detect a woman's likelihood of carrying a child with Down syndrome. It's a test that's optional for low-risk pregnancies. Next up, pain management during delivery.
My whole philosophy should be that the day of the birth of somebody's child should be something that's recalled ever so fondly, that somebody remembers as one of the greatest days of her life. And however she chooses to achieve that is wonderful.
One of the less stressful decisions, but still a very personal one, is whether to find out the sex of the baby.
About 50% of our moms will find out the gender at the time of the ultrasound, and about 50% won't. For a type A mom who is a planner, who needs to have everything set, she tends to find out at the anatomy ultrasound at around 18 weeks.
Interesting. I just happen to be just about that far along. More on that later. In labor and delivery, I caught up with Laura, a glowing mom that had just delivered little Wesley just 2 hours earlier. She had some great advice to offer a first-time mom.
Just soak everything in, enjoy being pregnant, and just enjoy every moment.
She found out the gender of her baby, as well as older sister Clara, while pregnant.
It's just nice to know.
It is nice to know. It didn't take my husband and me long to realize we needed to know if we were having a boy or a girl. That doesn't mean we weren't anxious, especially Troy.
Finding out the sex of my first child. Either way, boy or girl, as long as it's one or the other.
I'm nervous. I don't know why.
Would you like to know what it is?
Oh, yeah. It's a boy?
It's a boy.
Yay, it's a boy. Are you happy? Is that what you thought?
That's what I thought.
Suddenly, this baby growing inside of me had an identity, and of course, we could really start planning. I even found myself starting to appreciate all that advice.
When you have a child, the best way to think of it is at the beginning you hold them and love them like this. But as they get older, you have to learn to let go. And that's the hardest part of parenthood, is the letting go. This part was the easy part.
I'm so happy for you. Oh, God. Oh.
The best part is that little boys love their moms. So I think I'll be like I'll be the go-to parent. I think if it was a girl,